Hello everyone. I figured I would do a video update on the garden this week because I added a pretty cool feature to the hanging garden. But first, here's the box garden. I don't know if you can see, you know what, here, I'm going to demonstrate one of the features of the box garden. You can see what it looks like. This is our watering device. I'm going to get out of the way for now, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. So this all just lifts up. Got a rope to hold it. And that keeps all the critters out. Very annoying. Our herbs, that's mint, thyme, and I believe that's oregano. I'm not 100% on that. This is cauliflower. Not seeing anything in there yet. But what's really cool is the broccoli is really taking off. This is one of the biggest ones. Red cabbage back here, and probably the biggest head of romaine of the four of them. Doing really good. Anyway, that's the box garden. Close the lid again, and it just sits there. Nothing to lock it or anything. I figure if I have trouble getting it open, then some critter can't do it either. And the hanging gardens, which you can probably start to see what I added today, and that is an automatic watering system. We originally had it on just the box garden, on this guy, that back, and it's controlled by this timer here, and it originally was just going to there. This is, now it's fitted with a Y, and now that I think about it, I should turn that back on and test the whole rig. And it comes over here. I had originally done this differently. It looked a lot cleaner than this. I just brought it up to here, teed it off, came over and went down the whole side and teed it at each planter. But that didn't work. Fluid dynamics and all that. There's too much air in the line, too much suction, and basically only the first two pots were getting watered. So what I did is I came up here and created basically an overgrown manifold. It does the job. I figured the sooner you split all the water pressure, the more even it's going to be. And come around here. So it comes in, tees off once, tees off again, and this third tee is not quite getting, like these two are obviously not getting as much pressure as that. Like it's, cut it in half each time. So we could theoretically add 2 more plants and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 final outputs. Right now we only have 6, so you've got 4 at one pressure, 2 at another, yada yada. You do the math. But that's how all this is working, and it just tubes up, and I had to re-engineer it, so luckily I had enough tubing to do everything. I almost didn't. There's a few here that are like just barely reaching into the pots, like that one. So we'll do a couple days of this and see how it works out. The reason I'm doing this is not out of just pure laziness. It's my mornings are kind of hard to get out here and water, and you don't want to water in the afternoon or evening. So and I really want to see these succeed, because all in we're probably several $100s into this garden. A surprisingly expensive little hobby, but hopefully it'll be rewarding. Update on the plants. You're like, stop trying the watering system, show us what's growing. This would be a bell pepper. This is a cucumber. This is another bell. One's red, one's green, I forget which. This is jalapeno. I picked one of the largest plants, but some of the leaves were severely suffering, but it's perking right up. See, that's just an old sponge that I put into a hole that I cut in the bottom of this planter. All in all, that cost me $5 versus the 10 for a topsy-turvy. So this is a tomato. It's doing really well. It got banged up pretty good coming into the pot, now that I recall that, but it's doing great. So once they get out from underneath these upside down planters, they'll really take off, I think. This is another tomato. I'm kind of doing a comparison between just regular planter with hole in bottom with kitchen sponge versus topsy-turvy with all of its fanciness, and you know, part of it is the thermals of it, and this acts as a mini greenhouse on the root ball, yada yada, we'll see. So, and just another wide shot. You've got a 4x8 frame held up with two chains. Need to put some safeties on those. I can just imagine one day either those 50-year-old eye bolts in this frame are going to give way, or the chain is. This pot turned upside down as I was doing this today. I was pulling off a piece of tubing and it flipped over, and luckily only the fill dirt came out, so the root ball isn't large enough to hold it all in. Anyway, quick update. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates. Till then, bye.